Hello and welcome to Katharine's Creatures Episode 3. This is a series where I get to discuss mythological entities, beast beings from all sorts of mythologies from around the world. Now I will note today, as I will try to note always, is that I'm not a linguist, so if I butcher names, I do apologize. I am trying to do my best. And I will also note in particular for today is that the creature I'm about to discuss is something I recently discovered, and unfortunately I haven't found a lot of information about him, but what I have I thought was pretty fascinating, so I wanted to share. So the creature and the topic of today is the El Culebron. Now the El Culebron is actually a Chilean mythological animal, and the name El Culebron is actually a Spanish name, and it roughly translates, I think, to non-venomous snake. Now, this creature, if you can imagine, think of an anaconda, the largest one you have ever seen or can conceive of, and then multiply its size. This is a very, very large serpent-like creature. Now, the El Culebron also is supposed to be covered in some way, shape, or form with fur or hair, it's usually described, and possesses a giant calf shape, so a kind of a cow-shaped head. So in the lore that I've found so far, the El Culebron comes out at night. It emerges from either dark caves or forests that have not been settled by people yet. So very remote forest. And what it kind of orients around are the concepts of buried treasure, which is kind of interesting. If ever there is treasure that has been hidden, the El Culebron will emerge and kind of lay claim to that treasure on day 40 after it's been hidden. So if ever someone wants to then get their treasure back, now they have to find a way to get around this giant serpent. So some of the lore says there is a particular type of liquor, I'm going to butcher its pronunciation, aguardente, that you pour over the area where the treasure is buried. And what you're trying to do is allow the serpent to either flee because they don't like the alcohol in that area, or get a little loose. And we'll put it that way. Get a little drunk and just allow someone to come and take the hoard away. Now, the other kind of lore around it is the concept that if you can domesticate the El Culebron, then it will bring its owner, I guess at the time, I guess that would be the word, continual wealth. So you'll amass vast quantities of, obviously, money or whatever you value. And so it does attract people who try to, again, domesticate this giant, massive serpent. To do so, the lore goes, you have to go and find the sleeping serpent out in the wild. Good luck. And then you have to pluck 3 hairs from it and not be eaten in the attempt. When you return to your house, you put those hairs in a bowl of milk. And what will emerge will be 3 baby Culebron. The largest of the 3 will eat the other 2, and that will be your, essentially, pet serpent going forward, as long as you give it continual animal sacrifices, or the other option, sacrifice close relatives. Your choice. You know, wealth, relatives, it really is your choice. Anywho, thought this animal was really fascinating. Hopefully you do as well. If you have any questions for me pertaining to this or any other topic, message me on social media or post them in the comments below. And if you have a recommendation for mythological beast or being for me to talk about, just let me know. Until next time, Skull.